Hi folks, Paul Meeks with Worthington Products, and I'm coming to you as we're in the start of the 2021 wildfire season, which unfortunately is shaping up to be another devastating year of wildfires because of the tremendous droughts that we're seeing out west. So why am I coming to you? Well, most likely you're a manager of a hydroelectric power plant or a dam, you're a fisheries biologist, or you're an engineer. All told, the fires and the after effects of the fires are going to affect you and or your operations. I'm going to slide right real quick and I'm going to give you some quick statistics of last year's fire season. In 2020, we had a record year. 8.3 million acres were burnt in western United States. That is more than double what happened in 2019. Not only do we have a record number of fires, we had a new term that was coined, and that term is called the mega fire. So what is a mega fire? That's when one fire alone consumes over 1 million acres, and that was the August complex fire that was in Northern California. So I'm standing here in front of an aerial image of Lake Casitas in California, which was devastated in 2019 by fires. And we have 4 debris fields here. One of those debris fields is almost 1 mile long. We estimate up to 14 million cubic feet of debris is floating around in this reservoir, all from the previous year's wildfires. So the quick impact to your operations are going to be on power generation, on dam safety, on recreation, and on fish guidance and fish passage. And so let's start off and look at the impacts from dam safety. On a dam safety side, and this is really critical because what happens, all this debris floats down towards your spill gates. Now those gates are there to pass PMF flows. You need to pass water so you don't overtop your dam. Well, imagine if you just lost 35% of your spilling capacity because you have a huge debris field in front of those gates. And people, this does happen. So you want to keep that debris away from those gates to prevent the blockage and a potential overtopping of your dam. But also, what happens when this debris gets lodged in a gate and you have a gate that's open and now you can't close it, and now you have downstream erosion and scouring, and we all know that's not good as well. So we have a couple major impacts on this. The other issues that we're going to have on this are related to power generation. If you're a hydroelectric power manager, and many of you are, all this debris is going to come down and it's going to block your water intakes. It's going to reduce the flow either to the point where it's no longer efficient to generate power, or it's just going to clog up there and you're going to have to get out there and stress your equipment, and it's going to cost you time, money, and effort to remove all this debris that you then have to take away, cart somewhere else. So what you want to do now, we believe, is to start thinking about how is this going to affect my operations. And another area where it's going to affect you is going to be on fish passage, because many of our western dams have some sort of fish passage or fish bypass facility. And we all know that those structures are very sensitive to debris, to fine debris especially, getting into your intakes and blocking the safe flow of water and blocking fish passage. So this is something that would be of particular concern, especially to our fisheries biologists. So Worthington Products, we've been around for 20 years. We've been working with customers in fire zones in Australia and the United States for over 20 years to help mitigate the post-fire effects. And we have experts on hand that are ready to talk to you about some of the strategies you can employ now to plan for when all this debris comes in and inundates your waterways. And I'm standing here. This is an aerial image of Mount Morris Dam. This is in New York. Now this is not fire debris, but this is pretty much what you can expect in your reservoir. And you see all this debris, but what you're seeing also is a boom line. And that boom line is keeping all of that debris either in a tributary away from your power plant, and or you're putting boom lines closer to the plant to keep your debris away from your spill gates and your water intakes. When we put this boom line in a tributary, what we're doing is keeping that debris out of the main waterways so that recreational users can safely use the dam. Now there's a number of strategies we can employ, and we'd like to talk to you about it. So Worthington Products, we've been doing this for 20 years. We're experts at what we do, and I sure do hope we have the opportunity to talk to you about an effective post-fire mitigation strategy. Thank you so much.